All right. Hello. Welcome to Monday. Hello, Alice. Thank you for joining us tonight. Back for beginner's flow. All right. Pull the chat up on my phone here. And, oh wow, we're gonna get started in just 1 minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my little intro. Welcome to Beginner's Flow. We are here every Monday on YouTube Live for free for a 30-minute gentle class. We're gonna get started in just a minute. We're gonna work on folds and straddles this evening in this class. And if you have 2 blocks, we'll just tuck those up to either side of the top of your mat so they're handy. If you don't have blocks, also don't worry about it. You can definitely make do without. But I do recommend investing in a set of blocks. They are very helpful. We'll get started in just a minute. Also, if you're new here, lost my train of thought. Also, if you're new here, do check out the link below for Patreon, where we do multiple live classes per week. We have, coming up the rest of this week, we do Thursday Pilates at 7 p.m. That was 6 p.m., but we moved it. And it's 7. All right, let's get started. We're gonna start lying on our backs today, so let's slowly start making the way down. And to start opening up the hips for our straddles, I recommend starting with the bottoms of the feet together, knees wide, in this reclined Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly pose. If this is uncomfortable for the hips, you can also bring blocks just to the outside of the legs to help support them in this pose. We'll settle in, finding a couple nice deep breaths here on the back. Taking full inhales through the nose. And with each exhale, feeling yourself soften a little closer to the mat. We'll take about 5 more breaths here. Great, last 2 breaths here. Great, finishing off that last round of breath. So reach the hands down to the outside of the legs to slowly close. And give the feet a plant the width of the mat. So nice wide plant with the feet. Let's let the knees fall over to the right. And then pull them through center, letting them fall to the left, moving in some really slow windshield wipers. Thinking about one leg opening as wide as it can before the other chases it to the other side. Getting some gentle movement into the hips. Maybe using your inhale as you pull the knees up. And exhaling as they fall to the side. Great, we'll take just a couple more breaths here to move through these windshield wipers. Great, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowing those to a stop. Let's give the knees a pull into the chest, bringing hands to the front of the shin bones. We'll start to draw some circles with the knees, either moving in the same direction or opposite. I find the circles are a little more comfortable to make when I'm going in opposite direction, but whatever works for you. Starting to work a little more into the hips. We'll keep going for 3, for 2, And 1. Let's switch the direction with those circles. We'll be making these as big and slow as you can. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Slowing those to a stop. Let's plant the left foot on the ground. Flex the right leg and flex the right foot and bring that up towards the sky. We're going to come into a half happy baby pose. So bending into the right knee, bringing it towards the outside of the torso. Right hand can grab for the back of the right thigh. Big toe or outer edge of the foot. Nice. You can also find a counterbalance here by rolling to the outer edge of the left foot. Nice. Let's find 2 breaths here. Great. If you're on the outer edge of that left foot, coming back to the bottom and releasing the right leg, we'll plant that on the ground and take left leg up to sky. Flex the foot, bending into left knee, bringing it towards the outside of the torso. Left hand can reach up for the back of the left thigh, outer edge of the foot, or big toe. Half happy baby. If you did so on the other side, rolling to the outer edge of the right foot to find that counterbalance. We'll take 2 breaths here. Great. Slowly coming back to the bottom of the right foot and releasing the left. We're going to come up to a seat, so you can roll off to one side and press yourself up, or give the knees a hug in and take a little rock up to find a comfortable seat. And once you arrive in this seat, we'll take the feet out the width of the mat and sit up tall through the spine. Hands are going to come to the front of the ankles, so mine are just inside the legs. With an inhale, trying to reach the heart space forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Exhale, keep holding onto the ankles as you round the spine and contract. Take my sweater off so I'm not just a black blob of fabric. Inhale to reach heart forward. Exhale to pull it back. Nice. Let's try 3 more breaths here. Like you're going through your cat-cows. Really thinking about that tuck and untuck of the pelvis. Really spilling forward as you inhale and tucking back as you exhale. 1 more. Great. Let's come back up to a tall seat and bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Hands to the ankles, inhale to sit up tall. Exhaling to hinge forward and fold. Thinking about a long spine here, drawing the shoulder blades together, holding that as long as you can before releasing to round. Inhale to take it back up. And we're going to repeat that. Now, if you find you can't fold very far, you can take the feet a little further away from you to give you more space to fold. You can also roll up the back of your mat or prop your butt up on a block to help find a little more fold space. But wherever you are, we're going to take about 3 more breaths to work through these little butterfly spine waves. Inhaling to take yourself up tall. Exhaling to hinge forward and fold. Nice. Let's take 2 more. And last one. Wow, it's raining so heavy outside today. Great. With the next inhale, meeting back up in a tall seat. Let's take the right leg just out to the right side, and lefty can pull in. I'm going to turn to the side. Can pull in a little closer towards the right inner thigh. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Left arm reaches up, palm facing in towards you. With an exhale, side body stretch to the right, reaching up and over. Nice. Trying to think about spiraling the chest up towards the sky, not collapsing towards the ground. We'll take one more breath here. And then with an inhale, taking it back up tall, turning the torso towards the right leg, and exhaling to fold and hinge forward any amount. You could always have blocks here for under the hands or forearms if you're using blocks tonight. Nice. Take one more breath. And then slowly working it back up to a tall seat. We'll pull the right leg back in towards your butterfly and take left leg out to the left side. Right heel can pull in a little closer to the left inner thigh, sitting up tall. Left hand comes inside of left leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up, palm facing in. Exhale, side body stretch, reaching up and over to the left. Sylvie, my cat is trying to crawl into the bookcase behind the books. Why are you doing that, buddy? One more breath. And then inhale, taking it back up to a nice tall seat, turning the torso towards the left leg, and exhaling to fold, hinging forward any amount. Great, let's take one more breath here in this fold. And with the next inhale, making yourself back up to a tall seat. Take both legs out to a comfortable straddle. Now, feet can be pointed or flexed. Now, try and have nice active legs here. Sitting up as tall as you can always roll up the back of your mat, sit on the edge of that, or sit on a block. We're gonna work a little bit through the shoulders here, sitting up tall with an inhale. Right arm is gonna reach up and come all the way back, rotating to try to tap the ground behind you. Nice, bringing that back forward to tap the ground in front. So we want the chest to stay facing forward as much as possible, so we're just rotating through the shoulder, coming back as far as you comfortably can. We're gonna take 3 more of these big reaches. Last 2. And last 1. Nice. We'll take that right into the other side. Inhaling to reach the left arm up, backstroking to try and tap behind. Exhaling to bring it back. Nice. Inhale takes a big reach. And it comes back. Nice. We've got 3 more rotations on this left side. This is 3. This is 2. And the last one. Great. Leaning back, bringing the hands behind the knees to gently rebend, and we'll tuck those legs off to one side, coming forward to your tabletop position. Find all 4s, hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. With an inhale, reach the heart space forward, shoulder blades squeeze together and down. Exhale, push away, round and contract. We'll take 2 more breaths here, inhaling to take it forward. Exhaling to round. Last one. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Nice. Let's bring that back to a neutral spine. Tuck the right toes, extend back through the leg, and we'll sweep the right leg over to the right side to plant the foot, toes facing forward. We're going to go into some cat-cows with this extended leg, working into the inner thigh. Inhale to reach the heart forward. Exhale, pushes away to round. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling forward. Exhaling to round it away. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Nice. Let's bring that back to neutral spine. We'll take a couple more breaths here. You could continue working through those cat-cows if those were feeling good. Or maybe you want to lower down to forearms on blocks or onto your mat. And maybe get a little deeper. Great, wherever you are, taking 2 more breaths. Great, if you're on the forearms, let's work back up onto the hands. Right leg takes a sweep behind and over to the left, taking a peek over the left shoulder, side body stretch. With the next inhale, right leg picks up and we'll extend it straight behind. Exhale, knee to nose, right foot steps through to a lunge. Now if you're using blocks, you could grab those up under the hands here. Oh, we got a cat wrestle. Rising up to find your lunge, thinking about squaring the hips to the front of the mat, tucking the tailbone. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, pulls the hips back, straighten through the right leg, foot flexes, half split or Ardha Anumanasana. Inhale, moves it forward. And exhale, pulls it back. Nice, let's take about 3. Oh, guys, knocking my very heavy water bottle over. Take 3 more breaths to work through the legs here. Great, last one. And meeting back in your low lunge position. Let's tuck those blocks off to the side to replant hands. Inhale, tucks the back toe, knee lifts. Exhaling to step up to a forward fold. So take a nice soft bend in the knees here, letting the head hang heavy. With an inhale, we'll come up to find a halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and exhale to release and fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. With an inhale, let's rise all the way up to standing, big sweep of the arms. And exhale to replace arms by side body. So let's take a wide step on the mat. So stepping the right leg back, turning all the toes to the right long edge of the mat. Nice. Let's take heels in, toes out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend into the knees, sweep the arms down low, driving the knees out, trying not to collapse them in. Inhale, sweeps it up. Exhale, sweeps it down. Let's take 3 more breaths here. 3, 2, and last one. Meeting down in that low position. Bring hands to the top of the thighs. Inhaling through the spine. Exhaling to dip the left shoulder, take a peek to the right. Inhale, move through center. Exhale, dips the right shoulder, look left. Nice. Inhale through center, rising up tall through the legs, turning the toes to the front and stepping to the top. Inhale, sweeps the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, stepping it back to plank and lowering the knees for your tabletop position. Nice. We're going to move right into the other side. Let's tuck the left toes, extend back, sweep the left leg over to the left side to plant the foot, toes facing forward. Going right into those cat-cows. Inhale, reaches the heart forward. Exhale to push away and round. Inhale, opens. Exhale, rounds. Nice. One more like that. Great, and then slowly making your way back to neutral spine. We'll take a couple more breaths here like we did on the other side. You could keep working through cat-cows if those are feeling good. Or maybe you want to take a lower down to forearms on blocks or the mat. And maybe getting a little deeper. Take about 3 more breaths here. All right, if you're on your forearms, let's work it back up onto the hands. Left leg takes a sweep behind and over to the right. Taking a peek over that right shoulder for a side body stretch. Just 1 breath here. With the next inhale, pick that left leg up, send it straight behind. Exhale, pulls knee to nose, around the spine, stepping left foot through to your lunge. If you were using your blocks, those can be nice to pop under the hands. Rising up to find your lunge, hips are square into the front, tailbone is tucked, sinking the hips down, getting into the hip flexor. And with an exhale, pull it back, hamstring stretch, straightening through the left leg, foot flexes. Nice, so inhale moves it forward. And exhale pulls it back. Great, let's take about 3 more breaths here to gently move through your hip flexor and your hamstring. Great, we got 1 more breath here. We'll meet back in our low lunge position. Blocks can tuck off to the side to replace hands. Inhale, tucks the back toe, knee lifts. And exhaling to step up to your forward fold. Nice soft bend into the knees. With an inhale, coming up to find halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And exhale to release, soften the knees and fold. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softens and folds. With the next inhale, rising all the way up to standing, big sweep of the arms. And exhale, arms by side body, replacing them. Nice. Let's take a wide step on the mat, stepping the left leg back, turning to face the long edge of the mat. This time the feet are going to be parallel, so toes facing forward. And with an exhale, hinge forward to find a wide fold. So you can bring hands down to the mat, ankles, blocks, whatever feels good in your wide fold here. Thinking about nice active legs, maybe trying to pull the mat apart with the feet. Nice, with an inhale here, let's find our halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and exhaling to fold. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale to fold. Nice. So you can keep moving through those little lift and folds, or if you'd like to play with bending into one knee, bending into the other, opening up the inner thigh a little more, you can do that. Or you can work into your skandasana, one of my favorites, walking the hands over to the right, bending into the right knee, flexing left toes, turning them to the sky. Now you can pivot this through to your other side, coming through that wide fold, walking it over to the left. Left knee bends, right foot flexes to sky. Nice. So we'll take a couple breaths of time here in our wide fold, playing with whatever variation feels good for you. If you're looking for more of a challenge here, you can also push through your skandasana sides, hands free, driving through that wide fold and slowly sinking down. So whichever variation feels good for you tonight. We'll take about 2 more breaths here. Great, let's meet back in our wide fold in 3, 2, and 1. Great, back in that wide fold. Now we're going to come down to a straddle. I'm going to show you a really fun way to get there, but you can absolutely step up to the top and come to a seat. But this is just a fun little option. So from your wide fold, we'll turn the hands externally so the fingertips are facing back towards you. Planting the hands on the ground, starting to walk the hands back towards you. As the feet start to inch forward, you can even bend into the knees. As you start to lower the butt down, coming all the way down into your straddle. So you can give that a try or come down whatever way feels good and safe for you. And we'll meet in a nice straddle position. And the feet could be flexed or pointed, but try to have nice active legs here. Sitting up as tall as you can. We'll bring right hand to the inside of the right leg. Inhale the left arm up, palm facing in. Exhale, side body stretch, reaching up and over to the right. Nice, just like we did earlier, but from your full straddle instead of that one leg bended in. But of course, if that felt good for you, you can absolutely bend that one knee in to modify this. Let's take one more breath. With an inhale, coming back up to that tall seat, turning the torso towards that right leg. Exhaling to fold here any amount, hinging at the hips. Nice, take one more breath. We'll slowly start to walk it back up, bringing left hand to inside of left leg. Inhale the right arm up, palm facing in. Exhale, side body stretch up and over to the left. Thinking about that chest spiraling up towards the sky. Take 2 breaths. Great. With your next inhale, take it up, turning the torso over the left leg. Exhaling to hinge forward and fold here. Great, let's find just one more breath in this fold. And we'll slowly start to work the way back up. Nice, we've got one more thing to do before we take it to the ground. Now you can choose to either sit up tall here in your straddle, or maybe start to walk the hands forward any amount, hinging into more of a pancake stretch. Not more of, it is a pancake stretch. Thinking about hinging at the hips, keeping a long spine, so trying to draw those shoulder blades together, hinging any amount, or maybe continuing to sit up tall, thinking about that tilt of the pelvis forward. That's what we're trying to get here, to get into this fold. Nice, let's find just 2 more breaths, wherever you are. We'll slowly start to work the way back up, bringing the hands behind the knees to pull them in, turning to the front, and we're going to roll it all the way down onto the back. Once you arrive on the back, knees can take a hug into the chest, taking them wide around the ribs. Hands can rest on the shins for a little rock side to side. Or if you'd like to move into your happy baby, flexing the feet, bottoms of the feet to the sky, reaching up to grab back of thighs, big toes, outer edges of feet. And if you're wanting to play with your straddle a little more, you could try extending a leg in your happy baby, or extending both, finding this grounded straddle shape. Or maybe just taking little side-to-side rocks, massaging the low back. We'll take 3 more breaths in whichever variation you've chosen here. Great. And slowly pulling the knees back into the chest if you're in your happy baby. And let them stretch out long. Settling into our final pose for this evening. You could choose to take the legs long. You could come back to our starting position of bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Or maybe after all that opening, you want a little closing. You could plant the feet wide and knock the knees together. Just finding a comfortable spot. We'll take 5 nice deep breaths to wrap up this evening. Letting each exhale sink you a little closer to the mat. All right, so whenever you're ready, you can take a nice big stretch of the arms. Let yourself roll off to whatever side feels more comfortable. And press on up to a seat. And it is 7:30. That is all for tonight. We'll be back next Monday, and yeah, we'll be back next Monday. I think the Monday after that, June 19th, I am out of town, so we won't have a Monday class that week. But if you are on Patreon, I will have pre-recorded classes releasing while I am away. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for joining. And I'll see you guys next time. There's not even any cats near me. They were all wrestling around and then they just scooted away. You're welcome, Leanne. Thank you for joining. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.